All right, so 9.1 is just a basic introduction to trigonometry. Super quick, super fast. So what is trigonometry? It is the study of triangle measurement. So learning how to find sides and angles of triangles when like Pythagorean theorem won't work. Pythagorean theorem, you have to have 2 of the 3 sides. With trig, and we're only doing right now right triangle trig. So you have a right angle and maybe you have one side and another angle, and you can find the other sides. So to get started, you've got to be able to label the sides. There's a hypotenuse, which you should already know how to label because we've done that with Pythagorean theorem. Then we have an opposite and an adjacent side. The opposite and adjacent side can kind of interchange depending on what angle we have. So either like I will have an angle marked or something, and you will have a specific angle that you're basing the opposite and adjacent sides off of. So the hypotenuse, that one is always across from the right angle, always. So in this example to the left, here's my right angle. So across from that is my hypotenuse. And you always label that one first. Then comes the opposite. So in this picture, I've not indicated any angle. So let's say that the indicated angle is angle A. And this symbol, oh, it's frozen. That symbol is the Greek letter theta. It's like a 0 with a line going through it. That is pretty much instead of using X or some regular letter to represent the angles, pretty much from here on out, you're going to see it as theta. So if theta is A, angle A, that's the indicated angle. That's the one we're basing this off of. Then the opposite side is across from the indicated angle. So across from theta, that's my opposite side. If I had said that B was the indicated angle, then my opposite side would be little b. So those just depends. It could be either way. Your hypotenuse doesn't change. Your indicated angle will never be the right angle. So it'll always be one of the other two. And then the adjacent, that's just the other side. So if you label the height and the opposite, you just know the other one is the adjacent. Now, a lot of times in trig, these angles will be named with capital letters, and the side that is across from them will be the same letter but lowercase. So notice how across from big C is little c. So the capital letters tend to represent the angles, and the lowercase represent the sides. And if we get to the last 2 lessons, you will see that a lot. So all we're doing for the rest of this is labeling the sides with H. You don't even have to write out the whole word, just H-O-A. All right, so across from the 90, that's my hypotenuse. Then we go, in this case, G is the indicated angle. That's the one that we would be working with. So across from that is the opposite side, leaving the other to be my adjacent side. Notice number 2 is the exact same triangle, but my indicated angle is Y instead of G. So the hypotenuse doesn't change, but my opposite and adjacent are flip-flopped. So number 3, which side is my hypotenuse? Side what? So we don't have the little letter. So like this side over here would be side TJ or FT. FJ would be my hypotenuse. What about my opposite? Yep. And then the other one is my adjacent. In order to be awesome at trig and quick at it, you've got to be really good at labeling these sides. All right. So number 4, again, it's the same triangle, but my angle is different. So my opposite and adjacent are flipped. So across from the 90 is my height. Across from theta is my opposite. The other one is my adjacent. Something I should have done but I didn't do was I may ask you if I label your sides and then ask you where theta is. So I might make up one and put it on a separate sheet of paper. All right, so across from the 90 is the height. Across from theta is the opposite. The other one is my adjacent. If you've not done so, go ahead and label questions 7, 8, and 9. So we have H, O, A, H, O, A, H, O. That's what yours should look like. Any questions? All right. So you don't have to write this down, what I'm about to write. You can just put it here on the front. So I'm going to draw a triangle. You can just watch and then answer. If I label the sides, let's see, well, this is angle. Let's just call this angle A, angle B, and angle C. And if I label the sides H, O, and A, which angle, oh, you can't see that, is my indicated angle? Which one would be marked with theta? Angle C. Because that one's across from the opposite side. So that might be the hardest question that came from this lesson. Not the unit. It's going to get harder with that lesson. So any questions? Trig isn't so bad yet. All right.